Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Impilo call. As you know, once a month we have the Impilo. It's not the last Thursday of the month now, actually, but we've got load shedding and a lot of people couldn't, and long weekends and all that. So we've slotted it in for tonight's lineup, and we've got our resident scientist that's based in South Africa. He's on with us. He's going to talk to us about the HiRO range. The HiRO range that's in Southern Africa and soon to be launched in Nigeria. So if you're watching the recording, you're watching the right show here. We've got Dr. Trevor. He's going to take us through all our products. We are very fortunate to have him here. Dr. Trevor, welcome to tonight's call.
Thanks, Nick. Evening, everyone. Welcome again. Like we just said now, running through the various products in the HiRO range, what you'll see is the way I've laid it out is, I know if we go into, there we go. If we look at the way it's laid out, it's a circle and so on. I'm going to try and, I don't have the design skills, but if you can picture it as like a pyramid. So with the range and that, and the base of the pyramid is obviously the lifestyle. So that's your activity, exercise, diet, and then mindset. Remember, that's a key component. So once you've decided to take on this healthy HiRO journey, it's important the mindset is there, because without the right mindset, you're not going to go anywhere. So you've taken that first step, you're going to go on this journey, but you need that right mindset to keep you going all the time. So that base of the pyramid, so if you can get that picture in your head, pyramid, the base, mindset, lifestyle, and exercise, so your diet and exercise hand in hand. The next level up there is the products. Okay, so if we have a look at then how to incorporate that now into this journey, how you're going to pack your bags to get you to your end point, it's your everyday essentials. Okay, so the purely greens, that is, if you want to call it, it's the nutrient dense multi-nutrient, I don't want to call it multivitamin, but it's multi-nutrient. So it's a plant-based nutrient. It's nutrient dense, which means it's packed with all of your vital nutrients. So I'm not going to go into the detail on that. We've done each product individually, so we know the benefits of each one, but that is your nutrients. That's your vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, we keep your chlorophyll, all of these things. So it's got multiple benefits in the system, but that would form a foundation with regards to nutrients that you need to prevent any deficiencies. So generally 4 per day. You can split that. You can take 4 in the morning with breakfast. You can take 2 twice a day. You can take 2, 1, 1, however you want to, and you can split that through the day. But it's basically there as your nutrient dense supplement. Okay, so that would form the foundation. I've incorporated noni there. Obviously, noni is part of the range. I like to draw it in purely because you can see the benefits with it. So to support a healthy lifestyle, it needs to be there, So generally, all the research suggests 30 mils per day is sufficient. However, you can, I think on the directions and stuff, it does say up until about 60 mils per day. But as a general maintenance dose, and every day, if you're using it, 30 mils per day, can mix that in with fruit juice if you want, with a glass of water, have it with your breakfast, just get it going. It's packed with antioxidants. We've been through all of these the benefits. I mean, it's numerous. The list, it goes on and on and on. So fantastic supplement to have as a foundation and everyday nutrient to be taking to get you on track on that journey. And then the Immuno-MX, especially now, winter months coming up. I can feel it a little now. You get the dry throat, sore throat, maybe a little bit of sinus, wake up with a bit of like stuffy nose, runny nose, sneezing. The seasons are changing. You can feel it, the temperature's dropping. Immuno-MX, perfect now for, that. So they general use, 2 capsules a day. If you find you're starting to get a bit sick, you can increase that to a maximum of about 2-3 times a day, 1-3 times a day during cold and flu symptoms and that, but you can up that to 2-3 times a day. But for general use, how it adds to Purely Greens is it's a high dose vitamin C. It's got the additional zinc, the selenium, and then your zinc, what's it, vitamin D. So vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, selenium, okay, all vital nutrients just to further enhance the impact on the immune system and boost it, with all these bugs and everything flying around and so on. So that would form your foundation. So you got your base of your pyramid, we said, is mindset, lifestyle. Packing your bags, the first things you're going to pack in your bags, Purely Greens, Immuno MX, and then your bottle of Noni. Okay, so that would then, for anyone that's just basically just looking for a healthy lifestyle. So they say to you, listen, I just want to incorporate things just to support my lifestyle, my daily work activities, or, I wake up, I go to work or whatever that, what do I need to take? That would be your baseline there. Okay. Next level up would be all your detox essentials. So this is for the individual that's saying, okay, listen, I'm feeling a bit sluggish, I'm down, I need to cleanse, or I'm wanting to start a weight loss. I want to go on this journey, and this journey must be a weight loss journey. Before they start and progress into that weight loss phase, it's always ideal to go onto a cleanse. So some form of detox and so on. And that's where the Purify MX and your Digest Assist would come in as the next level kind of there for that. Purify, obviously removing all the toxins from the body, from the tissues, the blood, helping with the liver, to a degree digestive tract and that. Digest Assist obviously is going to start stimulating the digestive process and ensure if you got healthy digestion, you're not going to absorb as many toxins either. So the one's combating the toxins that are already there, reducing those levels. And the other one is preventing any, by complete digestion. If your food's broken down properly and so on, you're going to absorb all the right nutrients, stimulate that metabolism, and ensure that the toxins are then passed out of the system and not absorbed. Okay. So your general use there. For Purify, I'm always one that says with detox and that for a maximum of about 14 days. It can extend depending on the individual, but generally a detox, two per day for 14 days. You can increase that if you want a little bit more intense, but that's normally enough. Follow a fruit and vegetable based diet, whole foods, those sort of things. A lot of water, flush out the system, for 7 to 14 days, depending on that. What that will do, it clears out the metabolic pathway. So when they move on to that next level, together with the Digest Assist, you're stimulating healthy metabolism right from the foundation stage. So now when you move on and you're going on to weight management, and you're going to introduce and you're going to change your diet and restrict your calories and so on, your Thermo MX and the Nighttime MX. Okay, so these assist with that weight management. So you're now up there, you've packed your bags, you've set the foundation, you've cleansed the system, and then moving on to that next level in the pyramid on your journey towards attaining a weight management goal. So your goal weight, if it's weight loss, to get there, So Thermo MX, we know, is a thermogenic agent. What that means is it stimulates thermogenesis. It increases the metabolic rate. So now remember what we've done before. We've set the foundation. There's enough nutrients there. We've cleansed out the body. We've stimulated digestion. So metabolism, the body is already ready. You've set the plan in motion. When you introduce a thermogenic agent, what you're doing is you've got this is that catalyst. Now you've got the stone rolling. This is that catalyst that just kicks it and off it goes. So now you're going to stimulate. If you take away all of those in the foundation and you take the Thermo MX, yes, it's going to work, but it's pushing that boulder uphill. Instead of you having done all that work, getting it to the top, when you take this, kicking it over the end so that it just rolls even faster. So it's that kind of impact that you're wanting to do by setting this foundation and incorporating all the products to the end goal. So you'll just get greater efficiency from the ThermoMX if you follow the steps and you get the body ready by the time that you introduce something like this. So ThermoMX, it's that, let's call it the firelighter. It just, like sparks everything into action. It's thermogenic, heat, stimulating that. So increasing that metabolism, the metabolic rate. We've been through things on this in more depth, but appetite control, number of benefits, to the product and so on around weight management. Okay. General use here, remember, thermogenic, it stimulates thermogenesis. It will increase energy production. You will feel a lot more energetic. So your 2 capsules, take in the morning. Okay. Generally not after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It can disturb sleep. And that's where it moves over to the nighttime MX, completely stimulant-free based. So it contains no stimulants, which means it's not thermogenic. It's not going to keep you awake. In fact, if anything, it's going to help calm your system down, improve sleep, and at the same time, during that REM phase of sleep, help your body metabolize carbohydrates, other nutrients while you're sleeping, absorbing that. Your body needs that to get ready for the next morning. The next day, it's part of the repair process. So that nighttime MX assists with that. It's not going to disturb sleep. If anything, it's going to promote sleep. It's also a stimulant-free based, let's call it, weight management supplement. So for individuals that cannot use a thermogenic, so if they're worried they're on anxiety medication or high blood pressure, or there's for some reason they cannot use, they're sensitive to caffeine, they want to avoid thermogenics, and so the nighttime MX can also be used in the morning. So just because it's called nighttime MX doesn't mean it has to be taken at night, can be substituted in during the day, but generally 2 per day, and it's taken at night before bed, can be taken with supper or whatever. Okay, so that's then your next phase if your journey is towards weight loss. So you've started, again, the base, you're starting to pack your bags with the foundation supplements, you've cleansed out, you're preparing the metabolism, and now boom, you're sparking that metabolism. Okay, so that would be the ideal picture. So anyone that's looking for long-term results with regards to weight management, this would be the way to go. Your results long-term are going to be better. You're going to see more, how can we say, almost like sustained results. It's not that yo-yo diet effect. So individuals generally will take thermogenics, go on to starvation, kind of reduce calories and then they go, but it doesn't, you're not creating that foundation. You're not allowing the body, you're not correcting deficiencies, you're actually making it worse. So those individuals, the deficiencies get worse. So what happens is, they might lose weight, but the same rate that they lost weight, when they stop, boom, they gain it again. So following a nice plan where you're setting the foundation and so on, by the time you reach that goal, it's easier to sustain, it's easier to stick with those lifestyle plans, to carry on taking your purely greens every morning, because you're maintaining with that, your noni juice as an add-on and so on. So all of those things, it just becomes your lifestyle, even though you might not be using the Thermo MX, for example, because you reached your goal weight, you can still sustain it with the other products. Okay, and right at the pinnacle would be your Amino Guard. Amino Guard is a really specialized kind of supplement for individuals that are very active. So what we've done before would just be for individuals that, yes, have moderate activity. You have to increase your level of activity because that increases caloric expenditure, meaning you're going to burn more calories the more active you are. So you reduce your calories through your diet. You encourage your body to burn more. So you're burning more than you're taking in equals weight loss. Now, if you're really active and so on, you don't want to get into a state where you're burning way more than you're taking in, because then you're going to start breaking down muscle and so on. And it's normally commonly seen in individuals that are really active, endurance athletes, or doing 2 or more hours of heavy, intense exercise a day, various aerobic activities, CrossFit, anything that's really, really intense, puts a lot of strain on your body. Something like the Amino Guard can help support that. All those amino acids just provide that base for the muscles to repair and also build. So it will encourage lean muscle development. A lot of times what happens, people get to their goal weight, but then they want to tone, they want to, maybe like get a little firmer or so. They might say, well, okay, yeah, I'm at my goal weight, but I don't have muscle definition, or I don't have my six pack yet, or whatever the case. And then they're training hard for that. Something like Amino Guard is that supplement that then you will pull in just to support that increased level of activity. So it's got all the amino acids in there, and generally 1 serving a day can be used there. And it's a kind of thing, it's like a lot of people say, like, when do you use it? And it's up to the individual. You can use it before you train, during, or after. So it's going to come down to various individuals and different people with different strokes. Generally, if it's a lot of endurance, during is nice to sip it, because then at least you're putting in while you activate. If recovery is the issue, if people are battling with soreness and stiffness after, they feel very tired after exercise, then take the serving after, just to put back what is needed. Some people are flat, they can't even get going with the exercise, take it before, just to give that little bit of a boost. Can be taken also with the Thermo MX before exercise, just to encourage that increased thermogenesis before exercise. Just make sure if the exercise is late in the evening, let's say, like after 5 o'clock, there is a chance if you're taking your Thermo MX before that exercise that it can disturb sleep. Okay. Basically, there's just the basic summary of products like anybody. So who can use it? Anybody can use it. Even, kids, I'd say it doesn't have to be from 13 onwards, but generally you say 12 and so on, but younger can use it. But, sorry, I see I got a message. I hope my connection, if you can still hear me, I just got a message to say it's unstable. So generally they're 2 capsules twice a day. It depends. In the beginning, a lot of people use the 4 and then maintain with 2 later. It's up to that individual and your level of activity, but that would be the kind of thing that everybody. So if anyone asks, like, if I one product to use and so on, Purely Greens, it's everything that you need. It's your multi-nutrient. It's the multivitamin, if we're going to classify it as a multivitamin, of the range. Immuno MX, now is the time. Obviously, we've spoken about that. We did that the last time as well from an immune system support point of view. Important now going into winter, but just generally, as a daily supplement, always good to take. Noni, we know, don't need to go more into that, but your 30 mils every morning with breakfast, powerful antioxidant. The health benefits are numerous. So digestion, metabolism, inflammation, everything, just we've seen that with all the research done and the benefits it has. So there's your foundation. Everybody should be using that combination, no matter what the goals are, just from a healthy lifestyle point of view. Even individuals that aren't really into healthy lifestyle, but just want, okay, what can I, that, because at least, it's better than nothing and so on. So it's putting you on that right road. Okay. And then, like we said, then you go up the next level. So the Purify and the Digestive MX, as we see there, for removal of toxins, also helping with healthy digestive function, and then your weight loss. Thermo MX, Nighttime MX, and then the Amino Guard that we said is that really specialized one for individuals that are under a lot, a lot of activity, putting a lot of strain on their bodies and so on. The Amino Guard is exactly that an individual needs there. Yeah, and then I found this quote, and I thought that's why I said mindset is so important with this whole thing. So when individuals start that journey, there you go, you got that, the circle of everything and along the way, and the diets and stuff, and was actually, I didn't realize William Shakespeare, but it was quite, it said, our bodies are our gardens, our wills are our gardeners. So that's the mindset. So, you know, and everywhere there's a whole bunch of other quotes, but where there's a will, there's a way, and it's that mindset. You know, you've got, it's fine. Yeah, you're going to go on this journey, but have that mindset, you know, and then everything else will follow from there. You know, the supplements are there just to make it that much easier. They just help you, you know, along the way. Exactly that, supplement. It supplements what you're already doing. So, you know, that foundation, again, I have to stress the lifestyle. So the diet, the activity, and then the mindset, you know, keep that. And then everything else in the HiRO product stable helps with that journey, helps you get to that end. It supplements your journey, it gets you there. So that's just a quick brief overview of everything. I don't know if there are any questions. We've done each product in a lot of depth, a lot more depth. So I haven't gone into specifics of each. I've tried to just encompass it and say, this is how, you know, the best way to incorporate it and so on. So, you know, any questions there? Yeah, I see Henry, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Dr. Baillie. I would just like to quickly know from you, the BCAA, is it safe to use in children as well, like the Purely Greens? I know it's only indicated for 18 plus, but you know, I've got both my teenagers on it, but they're very, very active. Yeah. So what's your take on the BCAA, especially in children, say from 14, 15 years old?
No, I think it's fine. You must remember branched chain amino acids are also in meat, in dairy, in any form of protein contains these. So if you're eating meat or you're taking in any kind of protein, you're taking them in as well. So always there, we need it. So the problem that is always associated with branched chain amino acids is that it's linked to athletic performance. So straight away people think, oh, but it's an amino acid. You know, it would be the same as saying, oh, vitamin C is linked to athletic performance. Oh, children can't take. No, children can take vitamin C. You know, it's all, and it's that same. So I personally, I don't think, if anything, it can only support, like you said, very active. Children are extremely active. We take it for granted. So if I think of like myself, I work, you know, like I don't have that now. My daughter goes to school. So she's at school for 5 hours. They're sitting in the classroom, concentrating, everything. Then straight from there onto the sports field. And it's from 2 to 5, 3 hours, you know. So they've just been sitting in a classroom for 5 hours, straight onto the field. So it's 8 hours of complete activity. So yeah, classroom you think is an activity, but it's that constant concentration and so on, using up nutrients onto the sports field. And it's every day. It's not just once a week, you know, this is every single day, 5 days a week. And then on weekends, it's matches and so on. So it's very high intensity. So if anything, they would need it more than, say, you and I, who go and gym for an hour, you know, we think, oh, we're so tired, you know, and that. And yeah, their bodies, and they're young and they're conditioned to it. But in the same way, their bodies are using up those nutrients. So you definitely would need to supplement with it. So something like Amino Guard can be used. There's nothing else added in there. So a lot of these branched chain amino acid based products are also on a lot of the testosterone enhancing things or pre-workouts that have a lot of stimulants and things that then might be contraindicated. So it's not the branched chain amino acid per se, it's the other things that are added in other preparations that potentially could be contraindicated. But with Amino Guard, sugar content is low. It's all the essential amino acids that the body needs. It can only be beneficial to support, you know, active, you know, teenagers, let's call them that. You know, at school all day activity and so on. So it can be definitely beneficial. I would recommend it.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Baillie.
Thank you, Doc. Thanks very much. Very, very informative call tonight. You know, I'm very, very excited with our product. You know, those that don't know, our industry is a $4 trillion global industry. You know, our products can help you sleep, like you said, give you the energy, boost your immune system. We've got products that will help muscle recovery. We've got, you know, all the detoxes and all these things that people want. And, you know, especially with what we've just gone through with the pandemic and all that, people they want to feel healthy, look younger, feel better about themselves and all that. And we have everything. We have everything. And what excites me even more is the quality promise that we've got, that what's on the label is in the product. You know,
Yeah, very good.
yeah, and our products are not mass produced, put into the retail stores and whatever the case is, and you don't know what you take in there. Out of our products, and we've seen it in South Africa when we launched it 18 months or so ago, we've seen the results. We've got the stories. We've got Tia on the call here today, and she used the product, and I always refer to Tia because her testimonial for me is amazing. You know, in fact, Tia, unmute, and I want you to just quickly give us your story, because I'm fascinated with your story, and those watching the recording and want to know, who can you show me that this product has actually done what you say it does? Tia, just give us your 2-minute story there and let everybody hear it.
Okay, no, it's fine. I'll do, Nick. Yes, so I've been using the product since launch, and for me, what's working is I've always been having a problem with my thyroid. As a matter of fact, I've got half a thyroid, and I've always been struggling with my weight, struggling with that midday slump where you've got no energy. But since I've been using the Thermo, I actually use the whole range. I've got the energy, I sleep better, I've been losing weight. I mean, currently I've lost 35 kilos, and I have lost a total of 154 centimeters. So that's quite a lot. And I mean, I've lost it over what is now 17 months. And what I like about our product is I can do this at my own pace, and I'm keeping it down, and I can see the results. So this is just a phenomenal product.
Brilliant. Wow, that's great feedback.
Yeah, so and that's Tia, and that's the fact. You know, in fact, Doc, you know, just stop your share, because I want to just share my screen here and just show everybody. This is Tia. This is what Tia used to fit into, and this is what she's got down to. I mean, there it is. It's fact. You know, at the end of the day, that's the pants, and that's what she's lost. You know, so it's not like she's just speaking, telling you about it. That's the real McCoy. That's exactly what has happened with our products. No gym, using the products, lemon water, going for little walks, eating from our suggested approved food list. And there you go. So Dr. Trevor, again, thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Really always appreciate you. Henri, co-hosting with me. Thank you so much. Thanks for those that managed to get onto the call tonight. We understand that you're watching the recording. You couldn't be on because of load shedding, whatever. I'll put it on the groups now. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next month again, where we'll decide what we're going to talk about, Doc. So until then, have fun. Nick. Good night. Henri, if you want to close out for us.
Yeah. No, I just would like to say thank you, Nick, also for also hosting and being so consistent. You're such a superstar. Thank you, Dr. Baillie. Yeah, it's like informative. It's so amazing to hear. And guys, great news as from today, the Noni is available in South Africa in a 2-pack. So that's amazing news for us, because, you know, you can buy the 2-pack and you can distribute it. It's 50 PVs, and we're so super excited. And it just shows again, this company is supporting Africa, and, you know, by bringing everything and make it as easy as possible for all of us. So I would just really like to also thank the company that they are behind us, and we know what the quality of the products is. And thank you, Dr. Baillie, for just also reminding us about that again tonight. And thanks, Nick, you are our rock star. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Everyone.
Have a
great
good
evening.
evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Bye, bye, bye.